Everybody has their own Chromebooks, correct? Let me count. Yes, everybody has their very own Chromebook. For today's lesson, we will not be sharing our Chromebooks. You'll be doing activities with your own Chromebook, or you'll be doing activities with me up here on the board, or you may have a clipboard with some paper that we're going to be writing stuff down on, but you won't be sharing with anybody today. So keep your Chromebook with you. Just keep it at your table with you. Keep it closed. I'm going to let you know exactly when you need to open it up, when we need to turn it on, where we need to go. But for right now, just keep it closed. We are going to talk about 3 different things, and I think you've heard about them, but let's take a look and see. All right, take a look at this picture right here. What is this?
Ice.
It is, it's ice. How do you know it's ice?
Because
Where have you seen it before? What you think, Raina?
I think
She's right, it's ice. Where have we seen ice before like this?
in the snow.
We do see some ice when it snows, but where would we see this kind of ice? What you think, Sophia?
Like in our water.
In our water, in our drinks. Maybe if you go to a restaurant and you get a Coke or something, they put ice in it. Sometimes people get it from their fridge. All right. What is this? Ethan.
Icebergs.
It's icebergs. What is it made of? Tell me.
Ice.
It's made of ice also. It looks different than the first picture of our ice, but it's still ice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is this ice what we've been talking about so far?
No.
Is it hard or soft?
It's hard. It's hard.
It looks like it would be really hard. Look at this one right here. Is this also ice?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you said it's hard. How would it feel if I touched it? We know hard
Cold.
and cold, yeah? It would be hard and cold. Would your hand sink into it? Like, would it be squishy?
No.
No? Would it, like, be hard like that?
Yes.
Yeah? Raina, yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you a question
Yes.
about the ice? So if you want to lick the ice, your tongue will be stuck in there because it's cold.
Yes, we've seen that before. Sometimes if you put your tongue to it, it could stick to it. You're right. Okay, so if it's hard, what do you think? What is a scientific word that we would use for something that is hard? Do you know? It's a scientific word. I'll tell you because we're going to learn about it. This is a solid. Everybody say the word solid.
I knew it was hard, but
Yes.
I knew it solid. I knew the word, but it didn't really.
It's not
work
something
out.
we say a lot. We just would say hard. But this is a solid. It is hard. You can grab it. You can touch it. It's not going to squish. It's a solid. All right, so take a look at this right here. What is happening here? Yes, ma'am.
The ice is melting.
The ice is melting. So here's our pieces of ice, and we see the ice melting. What is it turning into?
Water.
It is turning into water. What is another scientific word for the word water? We see it here also. There's water. Here's ice, but then there's water around it. What's a scientific word
A
for
liquid.
water? A liquid. Very good. So we had a solid. It was hard, right?
Yes.
Then we have a liquid. How would a liquid feel if you touched it?
It would feel kind of.
Would your hand be able to go into it? Yeah. How would it feel?
Wet.
Wet, usually
Cold.
wet. Yeah.
And cold.
It could be hot or cold. There's hot liquids, right? There's also cold liquids, but your hand could go into it. It's not hard. It is a liquid. All right. Here's another picture of a liquid. Kind of, we just said we had ice in a cup. Yes, sir.
It's a gas.
It's not a gas.
It's a liquid.
It's a liquid, but you're ahead of the game. You know what we're going to talk about next. It's a liquid because something in the ice might have melted, or maybe they just put water in the glass. But we could put our hand into it, right? The glass would be a solid. Ooh, the glass would be a solid, but the stuff inside would be a liquid. Yes, ma'am.
Can I talk about the water thing?
What about it?
You put ice in there and you put some water. If you put some ice, it will melt and it will make the water more bigger.
Yep, you're right. All right, so now let's look at this. Ethan knows what's coming.
Yes.
All right, take a look at this picture. What do we have here first, Ethan? What's down here?
Yes. Ice.
Right. Ice. Ice is a what?
It's a.
Tell me.
It's a solid.
It's a solid, okay. But something's happening to the ice and we have this stuff coming up. What you think?
It's turning into gas because when it's gotta be on something hot so it's evaporating into the light.
Okay, so a gas, is that something you can touch or is that something in the air?
It's something in the air that's invisible.
A gas, which is our next word, is something in the air. This ice is probably warming up or melting a little bit, and the steam, this is the steam going up into the air. Here's another picture of something that's like a gas. When your family might cook, there's a pot on the stove. When they heat it up, it turns into this up here. It's like a gas.
They put water in it.
Yep, or it could be chicken broth or anything like that, but it turns into this up here into the air.
I don't like chicken broth.
You don't like chicken soup?
I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so this right here represents a gas, a type of gas. It goes into the air. Can you grab a gas?
No.
No, you can put your hand through it, but you can't really hold on to it, right?
No. Yeah, because
it's in the air.
you can hold on to liquid, but you have to be very careful.
Yeah, you have to like scoop it in your hands. Okay, so we're going to talk about these three things. We're going to talk about solids, liquids, and gases. We have 3 states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. Which one would be a solid? It says
The ice.
Yeah, the ice. Which one would be a liquid? This one or this one?
It would be the middle.
This one, because there's water coming out, right? That would be the liquid part of it. Yes, from a faucet. And yes, ma'am, which one is this? The stuff coming out.
The liquid.
This is the liquid right here, and then there is liquid right here. What is this stuff coming out?
Gas.
Gas, very good. Solids, liquids, and gases. Okay, so in our lesson today, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to talk about solids, liquids, and gases. Here are our objectives for the day. I can define what a solid, a liquid, and a gas are, classify things based on if they are solids, liquids, or gases, and I can identify the properties of each. So what makes it a solid? What makes it a liquid? What makes it a gas? These are the things that we're going to work on and learn about in this lesson. Yes, sir?
I forgot what I was going to say.
That's okay. We'll come back to it. All right. So let me pause this. We are going to be doing, during this lesson, we're going to be doing some things on the internet. Okay? I'm going to be doing some things up here. You're going to be doing some things on your computer, some games, some activities with each other, with other people, that kind of thing. When we're working on the internet, what is it important that we remember to do? Can we just go on there and do whatever we want? Can we click on whatever we want, talk to whoever we want?
No.
No. What do we need to practice? What have we talked about? What do we need to practice?
Wait, what is it called?
Think about it.
You have to listen.
You have to listen and
Netiquette.
Netiquette. Very good. We have to practice netiquette. Now remind me, do we need to pay close attention to what we're looking at?
Yes.
Yes. Do we need to talk to anybody that might send us a message online?
No.
No. Do we need to, like, ooh, that ad looks cool, I'm going to click on that.
No.
See where it takes us. No, why?
Because ads rot your brains.
It could lead you to something that you're not supposed to be on, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like when we're on YouTube and we have to make sure that we're clicking on the right videos, that it's appropriate, that sort of thing. We have to be very careful.
And ads can rot your brains.
Well, some of the things might be pretty bad for you. If somebody says, hey, Ethan, can I have your password for this?
No.
No. Why?
Because I don't want them looking in my stuff.
You don't want them taking your answers, do you?
No.
You want them using their own brain, not your brain. Yeah. Very good. Okay, so as we're doing these internet activities and things, we need to remember that, okay? If you ever have any questions about it, you can just ask.
Okay.
All right, you got it?
Yeah.
Y'all good?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. Let's talk. Let's look at these questions real quick. We're going to talk before we watch this video, hopefully before this bell rings again. And we're going to talk about some things that we know. Then we're going to watch a video. All right, what is matter? We kind of just talked about it. What is matter? What you think, Ethan?
It's something that's matter is anything that has weight and takes up space.
It has anything that has weight and takes up space. Solids, liquids, and gas. Can a solid take up space?
Yeah.
Can a liquid take up space?
Yeah.
Can a gas take up space?
No.
It can. It takes up space in a room. It's a little bit different.
No.
All right. So what are the 3 states of matter? We just said them. I'll tell you the first one. Solid.
Solid, liquid, gas.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Solid, liquid, and gas.
Very good. Solids, liquids, and gas. All right. Air is a gas. What are some ways we can see the air?
You could make it turn into gas.
Okay. How else can we see the air? If the wind is blowing, can you see the trees moving and the leaves moving? That kind of shows us that air is there. What about when we're cooking on the stove and the stuff comes out?
Gas.
The gas, you can see, the steam, you can see that in the air. Okay, we're gonna start with this video right here. We've got some ideas about matter. So we're gonna look at this video real quick and then we're gonna talk about some more questions.
I can't wait to do
Welcome to 3-2 Wonder. I'm Dr. Jeff, and this is my lab. Today, we're going to study the science of solids. Liquids. And gases.
Not that gas.
And space.
Not that gas.
Let's explore.